Hi, welcome to Change Geek. I'm your host, Constance On, and I want to talk to everybody about how to make your resolutions stick. So if we look at New Year's resolutions, a lot of them fail. About 80% of resolutions fail in 6 weeks, and if you look beyond that, only 9% success rate at the optimum level. And I want to explain why this happens, because if you understand why it happens, it'll help you with your New Year's resolutions be far more successful than the norm. So the first part that we have in this uphill battle of making change or making New Year's resolutions is that our bad habits become the normalcy for life. And that's when you get into these mental fixedness mindsets. And the other compounding factor is that we have biased optimism. It really is about filtering our reality. In fact, the brain has this ability to have biased optimism and filter out reality. A lot of psychologists have researched this. And that's why when we look at things, we always think, well, I'm the luckiest person. Well, those bad things don't happen to me all the time. Now, there is the exception to this. If you're clinically diagnosed with depression, you have a different view, and these statistics don't fall or necessarily apply to you when we look at biased optimism. So for most people, biased optimism in the brain filters out reality and makes things possible, like I can lose 30 pounds in a month. Those kind of things, or those statistics of getting cancer or a heart attack, those really don't apply to me because I'm pretty healthy. So when you take out that biased optimism and you look more at reality, that helps you understand some of the reasons why your New Year's resolutions might not stick. When you add this all together, the bad habits plus the bias, normalcy, you add those together, it's kind of a compounding thing that you have to work uphill to get those New Year's resolutions to stick. But if we still investigate why do New Year's resolutions fail, the root causes are we just simply put too many of them out there, or they're too unrealistic, or there's no immediate what's in it for me, or what I call the WIFM. And there's no connection to a higher purpose of your New Year's resolutions to your life. So when I talk about that higher purpose connection, let me give you an example. Let's say you want to lose weight. Why? Okay. The first iteration step is to look good in my new jeans, maybe, or I want to look good in my swimsuit, or because I want to look good to others, or I'm going with my boyfriend somewhere, right? That, you'll notice, has this kind of cycle or circular loop of not really having a purpose. It's just something on the facade or something on the outlook, right? But if you look at that simple task of losing weight, which, by the way, about more than 50% of us have that New Year's resolution of losing weight. If you look at it again, you say, why do I want to lose weight? It's so I can live longer, so I can get off my medications, perhaps. Perhaps it's to increase my quality of life, whether short-term or long-term. And it's also maybe I want to enjoy my life or live long enough to see my kids grow up or my grandkids grow up. So you have that higher purpose, that higher connection when you look at your New Year's resolutions. So in change theory, the desire to change is the biggest factor in personal change. Desire to change. And you have awareness to change, you may have the ability to change, you may have the knowledge to go on your diet or eat healthy, and you may have that support system with Jenny Craig or your friends or a boot camp. But the largest obstacle for driving true success is your own innate desire to change for the self, and that is the hardest thing to do. Desire comes basically from two steps. I call it the deep connection with oneself, the innate self. And the second connection is that connection to your higher purpose that I mentioned before. An example is I want to be free of credit card debt by actively addressing my insecurities, which have caused me to spend so much money to fill in the void in myself. Or I'm free of this debt and I can save more money by start contributing to my kids' college fund. It would be the greatest gift of all if there was the first child in our family could go to college and graduate. And that might be a higher purpose. Or I would love to have a doctor and support my child so they could be the first doctor in the family. That starts connecting that I'm saving $50 extra a month or whatever amount that is to connect it to a much higher purpose in your life and in your family's life. So don't forget, how to make your resolution stick is, first of all, make sure you connect your resolution to a higher purpose. And if there is no higher purpose that you can find and you go into that endless loop of not connecting it, you have to ask yourself if it's even worthwhile as a resolution. And secondly, break down your resolutions to tangible daily actions that help you connect to that higher purpose. If you like my content, please hit that like button and please subscribe to get the latest content on personal change management. Thank you so much.